Welcome back, guys, in the third part of this interview question series. And in this video, we will discuss multiple other questions like programming questions, SQL questions, and design patterns, Java 8 questions. And make sure you watch this video till the very end. If you need any help in resume building or in general query, you can contact me, link in the description below. Let's start the video. So we have our question. The first question, I will select this, and it's a programming question on Java 8. Write a program to get employee with the maximum salary using Stream API. Now, I will tell you why many people solve this and get the wrong answer, what the mistake they do, and what is the correct way to do it. So now, many people think that if we have a list, we can convert this into a stream, and after converting into a stream, there is a max or min function. We can't directly use that. Why? Because they think the easy way to do it by sorting the list and then sorting in the descending order, and then getting the first salary. So this is the first way. So now, what is the drawback of this way? This way is very lengthy and it is taking more time and space complexity. So I will show you this way. Like, we have stream of employees, list of employees, and then we sorted it and using the comparator. And after using the comparator, I will use comparing double, then I will call employee salary, get salary, because get salary method, and then I will reverse it, and then I will collect it to a list, or I will get the first element. Okay, I will skip all other element, or I will limit it to one. So the problem is it is taking more space. So what is the better way to do it? So what I will do here, I will limit 1. So now I am getting the employee whose salary is maximum. I will first complete it. Okay, so this is the way to get the highest salary. Okay, so this is the lengthy way. Now I will tell you the better way, how you can do it. So to do that, what I will do first, I will have a list, employee list. Okay, I will convert this list into a stream. Then what I will do, I will use collect option, collect terminal operation, and inside that I will use collectors, and there is a function, there is a method called max by. In that, you need to pass by which parameter you want the maximum value. Okay, so I will use a comparator here, comparator dot comparing is another method, and comparing based on the employee salary. Okay, so this is the better way to do that. It is taking less space complexity and memory as well. So you don't need to reverse the entire string and then take a sort the entire string, then take a first element. You just directly get the maximum by using collector dot max by function. And of course you have a min by function as well. So if you want minimum, then you have a min by function as well. So you can these two functions, and you can use these function and solve your problem in a better way. Now let's jump to the next question. So I will deselect this, I will remove this as well, and I will go to the next question, which is, I am having a list of integer. I want to have a second maximum integer from this list using Stream API. So I have a list of integer. So I have a list of integer. I will convert this into a stream. Okay, till here we got it. and then I want to have a second maximum integer from that list. So to get the second maximum second maximum integer, what is the way? You can sort it, and then you can get the first element, I mean element which is on the first index. All right, so I will just quickly do this. So now what I will do next, after converting this into a stream of integers, because this list have integers, and then I will use sorted, and I will do sorting based on the like reverse order. Why reverse order? Because by default it will have ascending order, but we want to have it in the descending order, so that we will get maximum, and then we will remove the first element, we will get the second maximum. So in the sorted I will pass comparator and dot, that's a method called reverse order. So it is sorted based on the reverse order. Then what I will do, in this list I will remove the first element. So I will use skip method and remove the first element, so that I will get a list which is not having the first highest element, and then I will use find first, which is a method which is used to get the first element. Okay, and this will return optional, so optional has a method called get. So I will use this get method. Now I am having the integer value who's actually second maximum in this given list. So this is the solution for that. Now I will go to the next question, which is what type of string operation you have worked on. So I think string, by meaning of string operation, there are multiple methods in string API, string class, which has been used to perform certain operation on string. So if I talk about some of them, there is caret method, which is used to have to it will return the character at the given index. So you will pass the index number in this method, index number, and you will get the character. Then there is length method. After that there is a concat method, which will concatenate the various values, various if you give another string, it will concat. So in that you need to pass the string which you want to concat. Okay, and there is two lowercase, there is two uppercase. As you can understand, it will be used to convert any lowercase, which will return a new string, and the uppercase will convert it to a uppercase value. Okay, so this is very simple. Then we have a trim method as well. Apart from that, there is substring method. So there are multiple methods which can be used in the string to perform string operations. All right, so now the next question we have is, I have a array list, and that array list has elements, and this array list has element like a, b, c, d, e, f, g, and so on, and I want to remove every alternate element from that array list. So how you can do that? So now to remove every alternate element from the array list, what you can do, there is a remove method in array list, and in that remove method you need to pass the index number. So there is a index number you need to pass. Okay, so what you will do, you will create a loop. This I will tell you the in very short I will tell you the solution for this. You will create a for loop, and inside that you what you will do, inside that for loop you will remove the elements from this array list, sorry. And the index number, what you will pass as an index number, whatever you will pass, you will do index number by plus 2, so that no, it will be not plus 2 plus 1, it will be plus 2, so that whenever you iterating this loop, you iterate this loop, it will be increased by +2. And like if you are removing this element, the this is zeroth element, then this is first element. So if you are first removing first element, then you will remove third element, then fifth element, then seventh element, something like that. So you can use this solution, or alternatively you can have your own solution as well, and help others to comment that solution in the comment section below. And now I will go to the next question, which is write a query to get second maximum salary from the table. So you have a table and you need to find the second maximum salary. So this is another very common question in SQL, and you will find like many uh, ways to do that. If you are if they like they ask about the second maximum salary, you what you can do, you can find the maximum salary. Okay, and after finding the maximum salary, you can again hit a query to find a maximum salary which is not present, which is not the maximum salary. You got my point? Okay, I will tell you by writing the query exactly. And this question can be asked in multiple ways. This is second highest salary, but they can ask like fourth highest salary, fifth highest salary, third highest salary. So there is a like a generic solution for that, to find the nth highest salary. So make sure you see that, you check that as well. And I'm telling the query for the second highest salary. So what you can do, select max salary from employee, okay, where salary is less than. Now select max salary from employee. Okay, consider them all capital letter. Okay, so what I did here, I'm selecting max salary from employee. So suppose maximum so suppose I have employees like who are having salaries like 30,000, sorry, 3,000, 4,000, 2,000, okay, something like that. It's in dollar, 7,000. Okay, so what I did here, I found the maximum salary. So what is maximum salary here? 7,000 is the maximum salary. So I found the maximum salary here. Okay, and now I'm firing the query that select the maximum salary which is less than maximum salary, which is less than 7,000. So what is maximum here which is less than 7,000? 4,000 is maximum among these, which is maximum which is less than 7,000. So by this way you can find the second maximum salary. Okay, so now let's jump to the next question, which is what is normalization? What is normalization? So if I talk about normalization, so normalization is comes into the picture in SQL. Okay, so normalization is a process of reducing data dependencies in a table and improving data integrity. So the need of normalization is there are many problems like insert anomaly, or update anomaly, or delete exception. So these exceptions occur when attributes are lost due to the deletion of any attribute. So normalization is a way of organizing data in a database. Okay, normalization involves organizing the columns and table in a database to ensure that their dependencies are correctly implemented. Okay, it's a process of organizing data in a proper manner. Okay, it is used to minimize the duplication of various relationship in the databases. Okay, so this is the normalization. So I'm sure you got the idea about normalization, or you can read or refer any of website like Geeks or anything to read that. Now the next question we have is, what is actuator? What is actuator? So actuator is a module of Spring Boot which is used to have like see various insight of any Java application. Okay, so inside like you can see number of beans, number of like how your application is performing, everything you can see. So for that you need to add some dependencies like Spring Boot starter actual dependencies, and after adding the dependency you can see various endpoints. The endpoints are available for you, so by using that those endpoints you can see various metrics, various audits in your application, in your production application. So these endpoints are slash health, okay, slash bean, something like that. So I have explained this in many of my other videos as well. So there are multiple endpoints available, like beans is there, dump is there, environment is there, info is there. So by using those endpoints you can, once you like enable the actuator, you can go to browser and use those endpoints to see various insights of your application. Okay, the next question we have is, what is default type of a bean? Okay, what is default type of a bean? So if you read about Spring Boot and Spring Spring, there are various Spring Bean scopes which are available. Like singleton is there, prototype is there, request is there, session, global session. These are the Spring Bean scope. Okay, so between them, the singleton is by default. Singleton is by default, and in the singleton you have only one instance of that bean, which is created by Spring container, and it is a default Spring Bean scope. Of course there are other Spring Bean scopes as well, like prototype, request, session and all, but you need to explicitly use them. If I talk about prototype, you need to explicitly give the bean type as prototype, otherwise it will take bean as a singleton bean. So this is the answer for this question. And now we will move to the next question, which is for any code coverage using any tool. So like interviewer wants to know that for code coverage are you using any tool or not. So there are multiple tools available for the code coverage. The most common tool is Sonar. If you read about Sonar you will get an idea, or you, if you have worked on Sonar, you will get an idea. Like Sonar Cube is a plugin which you can add in your IDE, for example Eclipse or IntelliJ, and you can use it. Okay, otherwise IntelliJ provide also multiple other use as well, other code coverages tools as well. So what this code coverage tool will do, it will optimize your code, that your test cases are covering your entire code or not, or how much percentage of code it is covering. Covering means your test case, when you run the test case, it is kind of accessing that particular code or not. So this is the thing. So if you read about this like in detail, you will understand. I'm not covering the entire topic and entire tools, everything in this small session, because I have very limited time. The next question is for authentication and authorization. So what you are doing in the case of authorization and authentication? So first of all you need to understand what is authorization and what is authentication. Okay, so authentication verifies the identity of user. Okay, and authorization determines if the user have that particular access rights or not. Okay, so for authorization and authentication, if you talk about authentication, you can use Spring security. Okay, you must have used some other thing like in your project, but the common thing is, if you use Spring security. And for authorization you can use O2. There are multiple other things as well which you can use like single sign on or two factor authentication, these things. So you need to like know about these things as well while answering this question, because security is very important and question based on the security are very very important. Like it's a must and must question and mandatory question in any of the interview. They ask about the security, Now the next question we have is, what is the difference between put and post? So post is used to create a new object on a server, a new resource on a server, but put is used to update the existing resource on a server. But there is slightly more difference as well, because in the case of put, if resource is not available, then it will create a resource for you. If resource is not available, then it will create a resource for you, and if it is available, then it will update the resource. In the case of post, it will always update it, like it will always create a resource. Okay, so this is the main difference between put and post. uh, like then I have a next question, which is difference between request mapping and get mapping. So if I talk about request mapping and get mapping, these are the annotations. These are the annotation, spring rest annotation, to be specific, used in while creating spring application. Okay, REST application. So request mapping is used at a class level, while get mapping is used to connect the method. Okay, so if I use get mapping, then we don't need to use request mapping, and we don't need to give the method name and everything. But if you are using request mapping, then you also need to use what type of method it is, everything. Okay, so it's get mapping is kind of a advanced version of request mapping. Okay, so the next question we have is about the design pattern, another very important and very common question. Any design pattern, so there are multiple design patterns which are available. You can pick some of them and you can read about them, and you can tell. Okay, pick any simple one, like a singleton is there, factory method is there, builder design pattern is there, proxy design pattern is there. Pick any two or three of them and explain them very well. Okay, and the next question is, I have a natural order list from 1 to 10 and one number is missing from that list. How will you identify? So in general, how will you identify if number is missing? What you will do, you will add all numbers. You will find the number of total of natural order numbers. Like you will find total of 1 to 10, and then you will find the total of given numbers, and then you will minus the total from 1 to 10 to the given numbers total, so you will find the missing number. So this is the way I told you, and you can find the solution on the internet as well, and you can read about it and practice the problem as well. So this video ends here. I'm sure it will be helpful for you. We discussed many questions like SQL, Spring Boot, Java 8 design pattern questions. And if you want to have general query, you can go to the link in the description below, or you can subscribe my other channel as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Till then, bye bye.